So you should avoid as much as possible to use Qs like this. Also, the positioning is relatively bad here. You never stay close to your minions. Yes, someone would say, yeah, but you stay behind the minions because it's a trash, which is true. One, you should not stay towards the brush. You stay towards the left because it's a trash and you're scared of him. He's a threat. But two, don't stay close to these minions because why am I saying that?
Because Gen 2.
Exactly. So that's why this right here. Yeah. Well, yes, exactly. And the moment you got that, just stay like you can stay there, like you're safe, but just be a little bit wide. As in not here, but like here. Just a little bit more on the left, or even here if you want to go crazy about it. So you got the push. Positioning is a bit iffy, and the problem here, let's see. So he has his 4-shot. He's walking up. So like now when you see he's walking up and you want to get this minion, you should just give up the minion. What's going on, guys? Besides here, and in today's video, we're going to learn how to play AD carry and how to win and carry on AD carry with really good fundamentals. If you are below master tier, this is going to be an amazing video for you to learn laning phase, mid game. If you want to know how to convert your lead from the laning phase to the later stages, please watch this video. It is absolutely amazing. Make sure you watch this until the end. Go ahead and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this channel. Enjoy. Okay, do you have like a goal at the moment with League of Legends?
No, it's not a goal. I think I'm too old and I already have a career. So, but just for I was Emerald. I just demoted back to Platinum. But yeah,
okay, I can see.
Just playing good. Just playing. That's why also I enjoy Vayne. So it's not that I want to upgrade my champion. I also played Kai'Sa in the beginning of the season, but I feel like she's very weak now.
So you don't have like a rank goal?
No, but yeah, I'm not always gonna be able to play this much games, so yeah, I want to make the best of it.
That sounds good. So you just want to improve in general?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why you have also like Vayne coaching sessions. That's why I wanted the ADC coach. Because I don't want a specific Vayne. I think the macro the macro of how to play is also very important for me.
Perfect. So you're thinking that if I could do Vayne coaching or AD carry coaching, I should do AD carry coaching today, not Vayne. Or do you want Vayne specific coaching? What do you think is best?
Yeah, maybe it's Vayne, but I think this game I made a lot of ADC mistakes also. So
okay, no problem. You can do a bit of both. I see. It's a lot of things. Do you have a preference on what we do today? As in, some people want to do like, let's say, an hour only in the early game. Some people are like, no, a bit in the early, a bit in the mid game, a bit in the late game. Do you have a preference on what we focus on today?
No, I think the whole game.
The whole game you would like, not so in depth, but the whole game. Okay, that sounds.
I think it's better to focus on all aspects.
Okay, that sounds very good. Perfect. Good. Then we can do that. What is your name? How should I call you? Very good. How do you write it? So I can also put it here. I will put my name first and then yours. Okay, can you write it on Discord as well? So I don't really get it. Perfect. How do you say it?
Jam.
Okay. Perfect. Jam. You're from France? Oh, can you still hear me?
Belgium.
Because I see your keyboard is like you have the R30. I think isn't it French keyboard or something, like a French layout?
Yeah, I have a French keyboard. Okay. I am Dutch, but it's a Dutch speaking, but it's a French keyboard from Belgium.
Okay. Perfect. That sounds very good. Okay. Perfect. I mean, let's see some like obvious mistakes first in the OPGG review. We're gonna see the runes. We're gonna see the summoner spells. I mean, if I want to be honest with you, they don't matter almost at all. You can see, I don't know if you know, like like super good players like Dragdar. This guy, he's a best AD carry Ezreal. He was challenger a few seasons in a row. I did actually play against him, and you can also see that he's buying like AP Horizon Focus Ezreal. So the build matters, but it's not like anything special. Like it's not really gonna make a difference. So I want to see if you're taking barrier and cleanse and what runes you're taking. So I see you're just going usually for the normal build. Sometimes you're changing it. I really don't care about that. I just want to see your damage, which is extremely low here. I like that you're taking this. They do have Udir Ilaoi, so personally I would take the cut down, but in this case you have a pike, so again Solution Karma will play aggressive in the lane, so this is not completely wrong. I like.
I felt like in that game, it was, yeah, if I take the middle Cotone, I also take press the attack. I actually think it was better this game.
Okay, I see. So you're just having a plan. Did you do the math or
No, not the math, but the feel. The feel.
The feel. Okay. Sure. I mean, yeah, I would go more. I would argue with that, but I think it's like not something that we should really keep our attention on for now. Let's see. So you're taking cleanse against Ash. I see your runes are like reasonable. Your build is usually normal, just copying like a pro player, or sometimes you're just having like a bit of a fancy build. I mean, I really don't care about this. Let's see the game. Also, the farm on Vayne is really like it can look low, but she's such a weak champion in the early game that in some lanes you should be a little bit behind. Of course, if I take a look at this game and I see you have 6 farm per average, and I see a smolder in the enemy, that doesn't make me very happy because that's not the lane that you should be really behind, you know. But against Ash Camel, for example, it can be okay. Good, no problem. So the first mistake that is huge. Okay, you said Jeremy, you said Emerald 4, right? Maximum rank.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the first mistake that I immediately see this game. So you play against a Jean. Jean is a champion. What do you think? Okay, so let me give you some champions. Caitlyn, Miss Furton, Draven. These champions are like 9 or 10 early game focus. I mean, we don't even need to think about Twitch or Vayne, that they are the worst early game champions in most of the cases. They're not completely horrible, but they are like weaker than this. So you have 10 out of 10 early game focus champs, and you have no early game champs, Vayne, Twitch, and there are others. Now I want to ask you, where is Jean in this equation? Are you having trouble converting your early game advantages into wins? Feel like your damage output is lower than it should be, and you feel like you're putting in the work but you're not seeing really the results? My name is Pizais, with a track record of coaching over 3,659 players with ranks between Iron and Challenger. Here is what I've accomplished with my clients. Right here you can see Silver 1 to Emerald 4 in 1 month time with 1 coaching session. This guy right here got to Grandmaster in NA after when the first coaching session we've done, he was hard stuck in Diamond 2. Alex right here, he was Gold 4 1 year and a half ago, and he got to Grandmaster 800 LPP after the coaching session. Here is his master account after just being a gold player a year and a half ago. This is what the coaching session can do to your gameplay. And here is something that you might find inspiring. I've personally climbed from Iron to Diamond with dealing with 200 ping. Now I'll actually get Master Tier with 200 ping on this account that you're gonna see right now. As you can see right here, this is Emerald 1 with very decent win rates on some of the champions, and I'm playing pretty well in high Emerald to low Diamond. And I actually play Ezreal as well, as you guys can see right here, and I'm not really scared. If I can achieve this against high Emerald players and low Diamonds playing with such a huge handicap, 200 ping Ezreal, imagine what we can accomplish together with you playing under optimal conditions. Are you ready to see the real progress that you can do? Go to pizais.com and book your coaching session now. Let's improve and get better together.
I think Jen, he depends on if he hits his 4 shot, but I think it's like a mid-game champion. But he can be very strong in lane. Depends on the support actually, because if they have an engaged support, I think it's much better than.
Let's see. So Jean has a lot of wave clear. It doesn't matter what his support is. He has a lot of wave clear, and that's like, we can't really argue about it. His damage is, yes, he does damage with the 4th shot, and yes, with engaged support he can be a bit stronger, but at the same time with engaged support he only has 4 shots. So if you want to play with engaged support like Blitz, you'd rather play anything that can just do a lot of damage, DPS like Draven or Kai'Sa. So he's very good in the lane with the wave clear, very good with the damage, and he can trade with Q auto attack, which his Q is like 40 mana, so it's like really, really low. And then, as you said, the 4th shot. So he's a very powerful champion. He's with these people. If you ask a challenger player, one guy can say that Draven is stronger than Jhin, but if you see a really good Jhin player in challenger, he might tell you that Jhin is slightly better than Draven because of his ability to wave clear. He's very, very strong. He's like a 9 out of 10. Let's say Draven is 10 out of 10 and Caitlyn is 10 out of 10. Jhin is like there. Vayne is really weak. Then you also have right here Janna. On a scale of enchanters, Janna is how much? Like in the early game power, from 0 to 10. 10 is like a trash, like a blitzcrank. What do you think is Janna? What do you think?
Like 3 or 4.
Yes. So she's pretty weak. On the scale of enchanters, like this is a scale of only with enchanters, you can categorize this champion. So for example, Sona does some damage, but is weaker than Lulu and weaker than Nami. In fact, Lulu is stronger than Nami. Nami is stronger than Sona early on. Soraka is a bit stronger than Nami, so she's still a strong support. But the king of support damage is Karma. Karma does a lot of damage. Of course, you can't compare them with their bosses, which is Lux, Brand, Zyra. These are like even stronger if you think about the early game champs. But then Janna is the worst enchanter. Maybe slightly better than Yuumi in the early game, or slightly worse, depending on if Yuumi goes Comet, because that's going to be annoying. But that's how you should view this matchup. So when we see you play against a Thresh, we don't even need to talk about Thresh versus Janna in a vacuum, because Thresh is strong as hell. And then Vayne against Jhin, we don't even need to talk about this. All what you have to do is trade back, play safe, don't get hooked. That's it. Yes, that doesn't mean you never trade. That doesn't mean you never tumble in. But you have to have an advantage. More HP, or more minions, or you're getting a gank, something that you can play around. Because if the variables are even, like you're trading with 5 minions versus 5, you're trading with full HP versus full HP, you're gonna lose. You're just gonna lose. So the moment I see you how you play this lane, I knew, okay? I don't even need to see his rank. He's plat, or gold, or maybe emerald. Maybe. And I will show you why I mean that. We don't really talk about the blade. Some people will tell you that it is fine to go for the shield on Vayne, especially against super strong champ Jhin. It's very strong in the early game. If you play Vayne, you know that Jhin, Draven, Varus, they can storm the shit out of you. And you also have a Janna, which you can't really say she's an amazing support to like protect you. I would prefer a Nami because she can heal me, or even a Lulu because she can, you know, do more damage. So Doran's shield is considerable and I recommend it to you, but if I want to be honest with you, from the challenger players that I know with Vayne, they don't prefer that. So that's that. Let's see how you play this. Here, rule number 1 is very simple. Don't get hooked. The hook is how much cooldown?
20 seconds.
Very good. 20. It's basically 19, but yeah, you're very, very close. Very good. So it's a very long cooldown. You know if he has hook or if he has E at level 1, if you click on him. You know that, right? Or not?
Yeah, if you see the passive. Yeah.
Perfect. Good. So you go into the lane phase, and all what you have to do first is you try to get priority, push. Because if you maintain a wave that is bigger, like let's say you have 6 minions and they have 4, it's not that you can poke them. You can try to poke them, but again, we said that our goal is not to win the lane, to poke them. Playing Vayne, Janna into Jhin, Thresh. If you're even, you're just winning. So all what you want to do is to make sure Jhin doesn't have control of the wave, because if Jhin doesn't have control of the wave, Thresh doesn't have control of the brush. And if Thresh doesn't have control of the brush, you don't get hooked. And if you don't get hooked, boom, shakalaka, you don't lose the lane. So bottom line is try to get the push. The push as in have like slightly more minions. Say they have 4, say they have 5, say they have 3. But you have to have more minions, because if you play around your minions, it's hard for them to actually kill you. So that's like the bottom line. Of course, if they are good, you will never get pushed against them. You should try it, but if he's going to use the Q on the minions, as I said, this is why he's strong champion early on, because he has very easy time to push the wave. So let's see what you're going to do. So you hit the minions, that's good. That's good. You try to push, this is good. Personally, I'll try to ping my support to like tell her, bro, we're not trading, we're pushing the shit out of this lane. And maybe after we have like 6 minions and they have like 2 or 3 minions, you can actually, you know, put yourself in a situation where you can trade a little bit with the tumble, of course, but be careful of his foreshot and be careful of his hook. But you can trade if you have minions. Let's see what you're gonna do. So you're pushing. So far, so good. You see you're using a click, that's fine. Usually these Qs are very, very bad, right? Because if I'm Jhin, I'm like, okay, I want to get the push. I'm going to use my Q on the minions, because if I use the Q on the minions, the Vayne doesn't get a prio. And if I have like 5 minions against 5 and the minions are equal, I can always trade with them because I'm Jhin and I'm stronger. So if you're using this Q, I know why you used it, because you're a bit paranoid about losing this minion, but it's like 6 seconds for a lane like this. It's not like 20 seconds, but it's like this. You only see below Emerald. People do this because if Jhin is good, he walks up to you and he auto attacks you. So you should avoid as much as possible to use Qs like this. Also, the positioning is relatively bad here. You never stay close to your minions. Yes, someone would say, yeah, but you're staying behind the minions because it's a trash, which is true. One, you should not stay towards the brush. You stay towards the left because it's a trash and you're scared of him. He's a threat. But two, don't stay close to these minions because... Why am I saying that?
Because Jhin.
Exactly. So that's why this right here... Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Well, yes, exactly. And the moment you got that, just stay like... You can stay there, like you're safe, but just be a little bit wide. As in not here, but like here. You know, just a little bit more on the left. Or even here if you want to go crazy about it. So you got the push. Positioning is a bit iffy. And the problem here, let's see. So he has his 4-shot. He's walking up. So like now when you see he's walking up and you want to get this minion, you should just give up the minion. You should just give up the minion. So it's like, number one, see that the minion is low. Step number two is look that he has 4 shots and think what you have to do. And here you have 2 options. You can trade with him or you can just back off and give up the minion. So there is no option, I woke up right here, I take the minion but I lose my HP. That's not an option. It's either you trade with him HP and he's going to chunk you a bit and you lose the minion, or you just stay here and you lose the minion. That's it. Right? Okay. And in this case, if this is a challenger player, he's going to tell you, hey, think about it. If you stay there, he's going to do 4-shot. You can auto-attack him as you're here. You can Q tumble onto the left. As he's reloading, you go for 1 more auto-attack, so you get 3 in total. Q, auto, auto, Q, auto, 3 auto-attacks, and then you run either like that or like that, because Thresh is going to, you know what Thresh is going to do. He's going to try to do something. You have Janna that can hit him as well. So you can take the trade here if you want it and if you feel confident, as long as you're not this right here, you just got it for free. You didn't tumble into him, you didn't try to trade back. But the best play here is conserve HP, because I'm playing against a Jhin. I have a Janna. We're not trying to fight them really. We're not trying to trade against them. We're trying to hold on our HP. Try to get the push, but you know, not with the cost of losing our HP. Super, super important. So there, I will categorize the mistakes today, okay? I will say that you have a bronze mistake or they have a challenger mistake, okay? So bronze, like a gold mistake means that you're making a mistake that gold players can punish. If I say it's a challenger mistake or a diamond mistake, it's still a mistake, but unless you get up to diamond, no one will punish it. So if I say you have a bronze mistake, that's a big red flag. So this right here, that you stay close to these minions, like you didn't respect the Jhin, it's like a platinum mistake. It's something that a gold player will not do. This Jhin is, if he was gold, he will not do, but a good platinum player will. So it's not the best. Is it a red flag? No. We only call red flags to the bronze mistakes. Let's see. You're pushing, which is really good. This Q right here is like only good if you want to like really get the push, but like using the mana usually is not recommended. Okay.
Yeah, because I wanted to first get level 2. And
okay,
that's
sure. If you're thinking, very good.
Focused.
If you're thinking actively like I'm looking to get level 2, let me Q the minions. But you remember the first Q, right? That wasn't for level 2. You just Q the last hit. Yeah. So that's fine if you're like queuing for level 2. And then here, this is a bronze mistake. We're looking. Oh, I'm a level 2. Let's trade. They have Jhin. Yes, you are level 2, you have a huge spike, but you play a 5 out of 10 champion against a 9 out of 10 in the early game. If this is Draven with 2 axes, you can have level 3 and he can be level 1. You're still probably not trading because he's strong. So this right here, it's like a really bad pattern that you have. And I immediately see it. Your plan, all what you have to do is play safe, trade back, and only trade if it's, again, with level advantage or with HP advantage. You're right that you have a level advantage, but pay attention to your HP. You already lost 150 HP. You can't go for this trade. You can't go for this trade. And he has his crit. So here, your approach should be, let me keep pushing. Let me make sure we don't get hooked. And we play from there. And now we just get the hook. Yeah, usually you can actually see that he goes for a hook. And then now you can choose that you can tumble here. Or you can tumble here. But usually you want to always use your tumble. Like right now when he goes for a hook, don't try to dodge it normally. Just tumble here. It's better to dodge the tumble. And I see this is a diamond mistake. Dodging, like I see players even in diamond, like still low elo diamond 4. They're like, oh, I'm gonna dodge, you know, by moving. Man, no, just use your Q, man. Because if, like, I played Thresh in like up to Grandmaster, and it's so hard. If you stumble here, it's so hard for me to get you. So it's safer. Nice try. Let's see what you're gonna do. Back off. I would usually just auto attack back here. Like after the Q, this is fine. Flash, and after flash, just auto attack one more time so you can reset your tumble. Because you need your tumble as fast. Maybe this guy's gonna chase you. But this is again a master mistake. It's not something that you should concern yourself about. You're pretty low, you're recalling. And then you're staying. Okay. You're staying because
Elise ganks.
Elise is a gank. Is going for a gank here. If Elise is not here, you should not stay. The reason why you should not stay is because 1, you are diveable with 100 HP. And 2, the speed in which they can push, as you can see right here, is relatively slow. Because the minions, this is a cannon. So even if Elise was not here, the recall is good. Sometimes you can actually stay to wait the wave to come into you. But in this case, they can't push fast enough. So in this specific case, you follow because Elise is here. If Elise is not here and you recall, it's still a correct decision because they couldn't push the cannon wave in time before you get here. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, be very careful. This is a bronze mistake right here. You have the wave coming into you. You want to make sure, so all what you need to think about, like when you see gold players and platinum players, all what they're thinking is kills. But here, if this is a diamond vein, he's thinking gold. But gold doesn't only mean kills. Like now, a diamond player will say, like if let's say this is a diamond player and he's trying to coach himself, he will say, bro, your vein, all what you have in this situation, you don't care about this guy. I mean, yeah, if you can get the kill free, you do it. But judging on your HP, if he's going to hit the hook or a flay, you're just dead on the table. You don't want to do that. So all what you see in this game is whatever was going to happen, Jhin is going to die or Thresh is going to die. All what I want to do is the cash and the XP from the minions. Because if this guy dies, but you also die, the wave is pushing into you, and let's say if Janna doesn't freeze and you lose all of the wave, you're going to have an AD carry moment in the mid game when you're going to be level 7 and they're going to be level 13 on top. And this is why. It's because you value XP when you play AD carry, especially on Vayne. So right here, don't die, don't die, don't die. This is your game plan. Not kills, not far. Don't die, don't die, don't die. This is like, you follow, that's fine. You follow, that's fine. This is good. Like, at this point in time, you can click here and try to approach from this angle like this, but be still careful. Like I would only go in when he's like this HP and he used this flay as well in case he has flash. And also be very careful because you see Jhin, he can just step up on you. So this kind of way right here like this, not the best in the world. In fact, it's very bad. Pay attention to your champion. So number 1, don't be so confident here, just walking up towards Thresh because Thresh can just hit you right now with the flash flay. Like go towards the Janna here, at least you have Janna around. Second of all, Jhin. Look at the Jhin. Someone would be like, oh, Jhin can flash on you. Like, I mean, Jhin can just walk up on you and kill you. He doesn't even need to flash. You see that? So be very careful here. This is a bronze mistake. It's like you value, the mistake is we're not able to play it. You see that tumble? We're not able to play it patiently enough. So we can just be patient because in many cases on Vayne, it's about not losing the lane. It's not about winning the lane. And also when you want to tumble in here, you never tumble like this. You never tumble like this. The guy is there. because he's like airborne. So you tumble like this. Why? Why am I saying that?
Greedy.
Exactly. You want to be at the max range while actually being aware of the threat. Because look, you should have been here at worst with the tumble. Can't believe you're actually safe here. And then now I click on him. That's fine. Don't die. Don't die. Okay, and then he just kills you right here. I see. Auto. 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 Yeah. Then you just end up dying. And then I hope you're gonna ping at least to not push. Yeah, usually I would ping at least to not push because sometimes they'll just smite the cannon and it's not the best. So here you get the boots. That's not the best. I would get longsword into potion. Just because boots are good and even refillable potion is good, but you need some damage as well, especially in a case like this where you're a bit behind, but it's not completely over. So you don't need to like rush berserkers or anything. So I would not go boots here. I would go just longsword just for damage. If you only have 350, yes, of course, just get boots, don't get dagger. But in this case, I will definitely get more damage. Okay, so the build here is what? Shiv? Like, or do you go for the Borg? Just the Borg, okay, I see.
No, I built, how do you call it? Kraken Slayer.
Oh, you go for Kraken Slayer. I mean, yeah, okay, sure, but why is that? Because they have no tanks.
Yeah, they are full squishy team.
So you go Kraken because of the squishy.
It's a bit too down, bit down. Still a bit down.
Okay.
Yeah, there you see it. That is the game. The third one from that is the game.
So you go Kraken Slayer against squishies because you can one shot them.
And because of the move speed,
okay, interesting. 4% movement speed.
I like it as a first item, but I feel like every time I build it, I feel I'm good in lane, but less effective outside of lane.
Yeah, I see. So you're saying you're good in lane?
Better in lane with you can actually fight 1v1.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And with Borg, you need the team.
Sure.
Sure.
So you get back to the lane phase. That's not bad. Okay, I need to also check a bit of time so we don't waste the time for the early game. And then you go on him, don't die. You could just easily condemn him here, like now. But it's okay. I mean, you condemned it after. It's no problem. You just took the kill. Then you have to push this. This is like slow push into them. You have the stumbles a lot. This is like a bronze stumble. It's like, I missed the minion. Let me just stumble. Like this is like, you see how you're tumbling into the range of the Jhin?
Yeah.
It's like really, it's troll for sure. And then now you go for a super small trade. You are 1v2. You don't have much mana, so we're expecting you to recall soon. You also have a big wave into the tower. 700 gold, and you're actually gonna stay. Yeah, so you see, you got the kill here. And usually you have only 500 gold, right? So you don't want to recall here. So you don't want to recall. You don't need to be on the river. Then you don't need to push this. You can just slow push. You see? You can just slow push. If you wanted to recall, then you would have to fast push, right? But especially in a case like this, when you can see your mana and you know that the Thresh actually comes right now in lane, just pay attention a bit to your mana right now, right? You can recall, and the big advantage of this position, this exact wave state that you have, you crush it because the next wave is very far. So this crushes, and then you recall. Why do I say it's a really, really good recall?
Because I'm back before they can push it back.
Yeah, it's a massive wave.
Minions.
Exactly, it's a massive wave. You have so much time. So it's like, yeah, usually this gold 600 you don't recall. But in this specific case, judging of your mana, if you're gonna stay, I mean, you're not gonna get much. So here you should recall. This is a plat mistake. Recall timings is, any plat player has this mistakes, like wave management and recall timings. And now you stay. The problem now is that, as you can see, you have 119 mana. If you're gonna use one condemn, which is 90 mana, you're gonna be in trouble after that. Your jungle saves you here because he's like lane ganking you. Is it duo or why is he ganking bot so much?
No, he just likes bot, I think. No, it's no duo game.
Oh, I see. Shit, man. Okay. Okay, so tell me a bit more about how do you think this wave is right now? Like this wave state, if everyone disappears right now, how is this wave state that you have right here?
Very bad, because they can hit, and I need to be in grave danger to last hit.
How many minions do they have?
5.
Okay. How many minions do you have?
Oh, it's actually slow pushing to me. Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because the tower is attacking the minions.
Okay, so you're saying it's a slow push, but is that good for you or bad?
If I recall, it's better, I think.
It's better? Yeah, we can't recall because Alice is here, so it's like a super bad option.
So it's bad for me.
So it's bad for you?
I think so.
So it's slow pushing into you. Are you in danger right now?
No.
Are you going to be in danger in the next 30 seconds?
Oh, no.
So then it's a good wave state for you. This wave is coming into you. They will need to walk up to you because the wave is coming into you. This is a very good wave state for you because it's going to push into you. In fact, even if let's say the waves are here, you say that the tower is hitting the minions. If we have 5 blue minions and we have 5 blue and 5 yellow, and the wave is on their side, what is this wave state? The wave is going to stay there. Is it neutral or is it going to push into someone?
It's gonna push towards me because his minions come faster.
True. So no matter what you think, what you see that the tower does right here, this is pushing into you. It's very good because of the next wave that is meeting closer to their tower. So this is very good wave state for you. All what you have to do right here is like pay attention to the wave. 3 minions versus 3 minions. How is this wave state again right now?
Pushing towards me.
True.
Very slowly.
Very slowly. So now all what you have to do is
last hit.
Yeah. But how do you last it? Like what do you need to do right now? Like do you have to walk up? Do you have to play back? What do you need to do?
No, I need to wait.
Yeah, you just need to wait. Is Alice happy about this or sad?
I think she's sad about this, but
well, the wave is pushing into her, so if the gank is not possible now, these minions that are blue are gonna die soon, so it's gonna meet like in the middle or like right here. So she's slowly gonna be able to gank this. So she's very happy about this wave state. The only problem is that she's gonna need to waste a bit of time because she needs to wait the next wave. But this is a positive state for you, for Janna, and for Alice. It's not amazing, but it is a positive one because it's pushing into you. All what you have to do is stay back. And here we have the bronze mistake. All what you have to do is stay back. There is absolutely no reason to walk up. Their minions are like really, really healthy. And pay attention to what you do right here. This right here, what you see on the screen.
I'm actually baiting. So
yes, this is a bronze mistake. Because if you're getting hooked right now, there is no bait. You're going to get hooked here and Alice is there. The cocoon range is like this.
Yeah.
The gank works. She stays into the brush. They walk up. She cocoons. We go in. If you try to do some ooga booga, like here, like she's there, it's like you get hooked. She'll try to help you, but you get pulled into them and they're under the tower. If they have, okay, we don't even talk about if they have flashes, if they have heal or like any summon spell, they'll always be fine and you're in their tower. If it happens that enemy jungle is there, you're always dead in this case. This is a bronze mistake. This kind of like bait, greed when wave is coming. Wave is coming into you. There is no need to bait. We need to like do crazy stuff. And this gold, platinum, they make it so much. Gold and platinum, there are just a lot of fundamental errors. Like this. Like it's so easy to wait this wave to come into you. At least he's gonna cocoon one. We kill him. And we don't need this kind of like play. It's like, yeah, okay, you dodged everything and it worked. But pay attention to this play right here. If he has, like, look, now Graves is gonna be able to do a lot here. If he's gonna fight. Like it's just no reason to make this play Because why would you give them a chance to play? Like now, right here, this looks doable for enemy team if you pay attention to this.
Yeah.
Because they can counter gank, but imagine Thresh was here getting cocooned, he's here. Fuck it, it's just over. They can't do shit. So you gave them, I mean, let alone the fact that this play only works if you're dodging absolutely everything, which you told me in the beginning of the session, you said, well, I have like 10 we lose streaks, 10 we win streaks. That's why. Because you make a play that if you dodge everything, you have a good day, you win. If not, you're gonna lose. You're gonna have win streaks and lose streaks. It's not
maybe I'm overconfident. I think I'm overconfident actually most of the time. That's why.
Yeah.
I think you can dodge everything.
Yeah, because the problem is that the Thresh can just walk up and flay you. He doesn't actually need to hook here. He can just flay you first to give you Glacial Augment slow and the flay slow, and then he can just hook. Super, super lucky here. And also the Condemn is pretty bad because he just wanted to let the Elise hit the cocoon, and the guy's gonna be there stunned because now he's like so in. You see that? He's like, if he had flash, if they had heal anything, it's not a good idea to go to mid game because it really looks like no matter what.
If you feel like early game is more important, it's fine for me.
Because no matter what happens in the mid game and the late game, if you play like this early game, you will definitely make coin flips as well, like too much. So okay, so right here you kill them, sure. After you kill them, pay attention to your HP and pay attention to Jhin. You don't want to stay in this lane. You have 875 gold, which is decent. It's not the best. It's not the worst. You definitely have seen worse. You can recall, but you can't recall if you just don't fix the wave. This wave is coming into you, so you could, if you wanted, you could recall onto that. But then there he's gonna push and you're gonna lose the minions. Thresh is dead, so you should push. But you should push now, because now is the situation when you have to be like, we got one, but I'm not gonna lane against this Jhin with 300 HP. I have 300 HP and it's like 1000 HP. So if this is a diamond player, he's gonna follow in case he shares the cocoon. And when I see no one is like trying to fight the graves, ding, 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 push ping, crash the wave, reset. Elise, Janna, guys, you're my slaves. You guys are gonna help me now. Because if you don't identify the situation as in, fuck this shit, I need to be out, because he's healthy and Thresh is on the dead timer, so we have an opening to get away. And sometimes you can freeze, sometimes you can push and dive, sometimes you have to play slow, sometimes you have to recall on the freeze. In this case, you can't recall, just recall because you'll push the wave. So you'll have to ping them, help you push, because you cannot push it by yourself. So this right here is already a mistake, that you're not pinging. And then Elise is in the jungle. You're trying to push, trying to move there. Okay, very, very bad play. Very, very bad play. So all what you have to do here is to push. The moment you see Elise here, do we follow or do we just push?
Yeah, I think it's actually better to push. Yeah.
So there can be a situation when you're following, but that will depend on how likely it is for you to get a kill. Judging of the fact that it's a Jhin, judging the fact that he's squishy, and judging the fact that we have Elise. We have Elise Janna, which is not like the best. The CC is gonna tell you that if we should follow or not. If it's a reliable CC that you can play around it, the guy is gonna be locked down for a long time, and you can reliably get a kill. It's not bad to get a kill. You know, go there, get a kill, and push the wave after. Of course, if it was like a jungle Shyvana and you're following, then I would flame the shit out of you. I'll flame you. But it's Elise. Elise is a good jungle. And the distance between you and her, pretty good. The chance of you dying right there, well, Thresh is like just respawn for a few seconds. So it could be a good fight if she hits cocoon. If she hits her stun. So now, you didn't ping, so you make the initial mistake of like not pinging the push. You follow, which is not bad. Like again, he's pinging. The guy looks really close from Elise. The chances of her hitting the CC, and then we have the tornado, is very high because, you know, they're close to each other. The fight is pretty close to you, so I don't mind you following here. I don't mind. This is a good play following. push bot, push bot, push bot, push bot, push bot, push bot, fuck, run. They don't exist right now for you. Why? Why do I say that? Why do I say that?
Because Elise missed her cocoon.
Exactly. So when I ask here is, should we follow or not? Well, since we have an Elise that is close to us and Elise is really close to the Jhin, the chance of us getting a kill there is very high as long as she hits the cocoon. The moment she misses the cocoon, fuck this shit, I'm out. Ignore, abandon, and stay for the wave. So I'm not saying always help your teammates, always ignore waves. If your teammate is actually a human like a Elise, Jarvan, someone with CC, yeah, you can follow. You know, if the chances of you killing the guy is high. If it's a no CC and it's a most likely not gonna get a kill kind of situation, you should just push. So here, the right play is move, miss the cocoon, okay, go back, push the wave. Push the wave. Unfortunately, since we did that, you have to push another one. It's not gonna crash. And then you recall. Because this right here is what I call ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga. Like, okay, what are we gonna do? Okay, tornado, and then let me tumble in, and then remember, Thresh is coming right now. You don't like this. And then now Katarina came. But in this case, you want to ask yourself, the fight is not close enough for you. Remember the fight that I told you it's close enough. Look at this. Like you're there, like on top of the wall, and they are here. They are really close. But right now, when you run, like now, if you really look at Katarina right now, she's at the Gromp. She's pretty far right now. Because pay attention to the situation where you followed here. Where my wave is really close to me, but the fight is in the brush. Look, like 2 seconds to get there, 3. Or this situation right here. When you do this, and then pay attention to Katarina. This is not 3 seconds or 2 seconds to get in there. And most likely, she will be able to kill them by herself, or if she dies, she usually just dies before you can make it in time. So the distance should tell you right now that the play is over. So you should, at this point in time, just go to move. Exactly. So we did a lot of this. What you see on the screen, I guarantee you, if you play like this in the early game and then you give your mouse to Gumayushi, he will be able to get maybe Emerald on your account, but that's it. Because how you play early game, it's just no matter how good you're in the mid game, you're just gonna handicap so much yourself in the early game. And pay attention to these free minions on bot lane. So we can see this constant, and then here is like even going worse. Like you have to have on top of your mind when you follow here, you have to have, okay, wave is coming into me, that's bad, I need to stay there, I need to get XP, gold minions. And in the beginning you followed, which is good. But then here on top of your mind, after we miss the cocoon, still should be the wave, so you should go back to the wave. In fact, this is bad, but even now, when we keep going, and the wave, on top of your mind has to be the wave. Like now, just go on the wave, go on the wave, go on the wave, go on the wave, go on. All what you need to think is go on the wave. This clicks right here, you see this hesitation of, oh no, but what if? There is no what if you don't see them fighting right now and you don't have a reliable way to kill them. Remember when I told you to follow and to prioritize kills? I told you when there is a high chance that you can kill Jhin. When Elise was in the brush, Jhin was there, fight was really close, so the distance was really close. The cocoon was on, she had it, and the chances of her hitting it was high because of the fact that he was really close to the guy. Super important. And then now he wanted to recall, but the Jhin is actually in the lane, and then he's gonna push. So he cannot recall here. So the bottom line is early game fundamentals. It's
yeah, this highlights the big problems if I'm behind most of the time.
Because you see that so many opportunities you had to push the wave recall, you have a lead, use it. But no, you stayed and follow your jungle and follow your teammates and stay, don't overextend it. And then now what? Jhin is getting the recall first. So you killed Thresh, you couldn't get your recall, and now you actually had the lead and he recalled first. So you're saying that, I'm saying that Elise gave you a lead and he didn't do anything with it? Really? It's not good. And then now you really should be like You should push this wave. Because look, he pushed. Okay, now he recalled. It's 619. So it's 636 right now. So it's like 16 seconds since he pressed B. The recall is 8 seconds, and he has another 8 seconds to walk. This is 30 seconds to the lane. So he's basically right there. Right here. So in this specific situation, you should push. Yes. If he recalled 20 seconds ago and he's there or there and he's going to catch the whole wave and you know you're going to get punished, maybe even stop, you're going to get stopped of the recall, you should not push this. You should just have it in the middle. But in this specific case, judging of when he recalled, because we know it after he pushed the wave he recalled, you can push this wave. So when you see Janna here, ping, ding, 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 push, 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 push. Like tell her, bro, we need to push this wave.
I thought because they are all squishy, and if I go blade, then.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, okay, no problem. I don't really care about your build as long as you're buying the right components. Because this gives you this gives you 20 attack speed, 20 AD. This gives you 15 attack speed, but it gives you on hit damage. And this gives you movement speed. This is not bad if you're thinking that you're gonna do a lot of on hit damage and you're gonna fight Jhin and Thresh, which you can 1v1 really easy the Jhin. But with the Janna against the Thresh, it's unlikely to think that you're gonna hit them a lot. So I would usually, if you had a Thresh or a Braum, then you can get this like full all-in, you know, on hit. But you can get Berserkers.
But if I'm feeling confident, I can dodge it because I also have press the attack here. So feel like with the domination tree, like sudden impact and the attack damage on champions stacking.
So you think you can play around the damage of the Q?
So I think the burst damage, it's so max AD and attack speed, like max DPS.
So you basically, because of the Q max, you want to get the AD against Jhin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the burst, but
yeah, so
I'm not that expert on items.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It's just you're not really gonna Q auto attack into Jhin. If you do short trades, Jhin is always gonna win. If you want to win this lane 2v2, Thresh has to miss the hook and you have to go all in with the ult. Because Jhin can't like all in against Janna Vayne. Vayne is just strong at all in. So that's it. If you play for like if you play against Miss Fortune of Jhin, you can play with Q max, but you're never going to actually hope that you Q in, tumble in, auto attack, and actually outtrade a Miss Fortune, a Jhin, a guy that his identity is all about his short trades. That's the problem, right? You mentioned that you mentioned something that you're old in the beginning of the session. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
30-year-old.
30 years old?
Yeah.
I coach people that are 43 and they play the carry. So don't worry, you're not old. Let's see how old is Faker age. Faker is 28, bro. And he's Faker. Wow, 28. How much is double lift?
I think he's the same as me.
31. Oh shit. Let's see his OPGG. Oh yeah, it's just low elo because he's 31. He's still fine. He's like, oh, his reaction timing. I don't know. Oh, that's bullshit. There is no reaction timing in League of Legends. It's like mainly anticipation and game knowledge. Don't worry about your age.
Yeah, it's not about the age, but yeah.
Maybe the time is not.
No, yeah. Now I have a lot of time, but yeah. I placed in season 3, but not every season.
Not every season.
There's many games when not ranked focused.
Yeah. And here is like same thing. Like you can't really do this right here, just tumbling in against the Jhin. Okay, at least this time you auto Q, and then now you should just back off. I know you're like super like angry for the third attack because you have the press the attack into the W, but the Thresh is just he can easily hook, and then if he hooks, you're always dead here. Yeah, you got really greedy. Got really greedy here. You even have condemned. Like now after this hook, just condemn Jhin and run. Just condemn Jhin and run because Thresh can't really kill you right here. That's super greedy. Yeah, you're playing way too greedy. You're thinking that you can dodge everything, but you're just like underestimating the enemies. Let's see.
This is also a very bad. Like I said, a bad game. I feel like I lost this game. Also, this was entirely my mistake. So we lost this.
Yes. And then like same thing right here, right? Like you come back in the lane. Of course, Jin knows what to do. Like he got kills, he's gonna recall after pushing the wave. Just the basic stuff. He can't be under the Drake because he's too low. So now you're thinking that. So what are you gonna do right here?
Get 6, and because I know Graves and Trash are low, I think I can 1v2 them.
You know that Trash and Graves is low? Let's see. How do you know Graves is low?
Maybe not that low, but they are tanking the turret with 2 without an ADC. It takes a long time.
They tank the tower?
No, but the dragon, he tanks the dragon.
Okay, so you're thinking that they just tank the Drake?
I thought from my team, you mean?
From your team, yeah.
Yeah, nobody. I know
so you're
that.
basically saying that you're gonna go there, you're gonna lose this wave because the next wave is like pretty far. You'd have to tank it, and if you tank it like this, and then you have a freeze. But okay, so let's say you tank the wave, or you lose it, and then you're gonna go to the Drake. You will play absolutely perfect, dodge the hook, dodge the flay. You know about the flash hook. You know he has it or he doesn't have it. You know about the small screen, and you know about your jungle and like everyone in your team position so they can help you. You don't. One, your Elise is extremely low. Guess what? Even if she wasn't low, you don't give a shit about the Drake. Oh, but we can get kills. Really? 1 versus 2? He hits the hook, you're dead like instantly. And you have a free wave right here. Why would we take the risk? Especially when you have no vision. Oh, I agree with you. If the Katarina and Elise were there fighting in, going in, yeah, you can consider going. But now, first of all, no one is there from your team. Second of all, don't even care about the shit Drake. And then about the kills.
Oh, but yeah, it's the kills. It's the kills.
It's the kills, but it's like kills. 2 coin flip. It's like if you die and you lose this wave, you know what level is gonna be the Fiora? Level 8. You know what level you're gonna be? Level 5. And then you're gonna type in the chat, AD carry is so balanced. Well, you're not valuing experience as much as you should, and you take too many coin flips. So these kills are possible, but if they don't work, you lose the game and you can FF in like 7 minutes. So it's a decision that is like so high risk, and it's like you get 2 kills, so it is a good reward. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, high risk, high reward. You want to have like 10 wins in a row, then 10 loses in a row, and then you're like, oh, what is happening? Well, yeah, that's why. Because you're playing too much high risk, high reward. This is a role where you take small wins. Play patiently. You can't take small risk with high rewards. You know, so this right here, really bad. You don't have any vision. You don't know, like Thresh, if he was good, you know, you're actually getting hooked right now because he has to stay there and he can hook you, right? So you're playing against terrible players, and this still doesn't work. Look at this. So Jin is here, yeah. Zerat is here, Thresh is here. That situation where I thought that it's like so easy, it's not. Not, especially because
it is a bad play. I know it's a bad play, but yeah, but I didn't expect the Zerat there. Also, I
even if Zerat is not there, even if Jin is not there, it's still a terrible play because you're playing 1 versus 2 and you have a free wave that you just do you realize that you just fucked up your wave so hard? Look, this wave is there. This is gonna crash. You lost. You realize that you have 1, 2, 3, 21 multiplied by 3 plus 70 gold the cannon plus like 17 multiplied by 3. You have 184 gold plus experience here. You have more than half of a kill for free, easy. And you decide to go for the river.
Yeah.
Because this is not really about this game. It's about you. You're most of the cases doing this because otherwise you wouldn't be in platinum. You wouldn't be in platinum if you didn't make this place. Does this work? Please don't tell me it's gonna work. This is so low. You were like, look, everyone is so low. If Zerat has ulti,
I was actually Emerald there.
this is Emerald.
This is an Emerald game.
Yeah, it's the same, like flat Emerald.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's much better, like, because
Yeah, at least this time you did recall. Jin is coming, so you want to stay. I see. I see. Yeah, this is like highlighting a lot of your issues that you have. And I don't even think, I mean, this is a hard matchup for sure, but the fact that you lost it, it wasn't because they played bad. It's just because you had so many openings where you could have just value farm, get more XP, and play the slow game and win this. But no, you just coin flip a few times, you lost your advantages. Now this coin flip worked, but just overall coin flip playstyle, never thinking about the wave, never thinking about anything else. You're basically not playing League right now. You're not thinking about the cocoon, you're not thinking about the CC, you're just playing Vayne. That's it. You're not playing League, thinking about the hook, thinking about the cocoon, thinking about these variables. So from season 3, you only played AD carry?
yeah, mostly. Sometimes mid, but that was in season 3 or 4, and it was very long ago. I quit for 2 seasons, so I started back when COVID started. So yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. And then mid game. What do you usually do in the mid game?
Fight.
But do you just 24/7 group or what do you do?
No, I will try. Push, but mostly try to fight. In this game, I fuck up because I'm so behind. Actually, I don't do damage.
Yeah, with this early game, I can see why. Because like no matter how well you're playing the mid game, you just are so behind from like the early game fundamental mistakes. Your mechanics look reasonable. You do walk into like hooks like very randomly and you're like overconfident. But for platinum, I think it's still alright. Okay, let's see a bit of the mid game. Like same thing right here, right? Like you're never gonna get there in time. Why would you follow? Right? Like pay attention to this, how far it is. If it was like in your range or a little bit above your range, like you see your camera, you would follow. Look at this. You're never gonna get there in time. Just push your wave, take the tower. You see? You should never be there. And then now they appear on your screen and it happens to be good. But it's like this is such coin flip. It's really huge coin flip. You're getting away with murder. If you play like this, you'll have a lot of games and you're just dying randomly. Like this kind of games. Oh shit. This is actually like this kind of games. You will have a game like this when it works and they will miss everything. And then next game you're gonna int like this. Just because just playing very disrespectful with the enemies. Let's see. Still have 5 deaths per ratio, which is definitely not high in platinum. It's like average.
I've been playing a bit bad my last games. I actually went on a huge win streak, and I think it boosted my confidence a bit too much.
Let's see. Because you just got the tower. There is no one is pushing bot lane. There is no reason for it to go bot lane. Look at this. Why do you go bot lane here? If you see Jhin,
how would you call it? The red buff.
oh sorry,
I was going for the red buff.
for a red buff, yeah, you can go like this and go mid. and then just play for the herald. You're going like this. Look at your pathing right here.
Yeah.
Like no one is pushing bot lane, so you should just path mid. And then if you see Jin pushing, then you should send Katarina, or you should go if she doesn't. She's not in a position to go. Like now, shouldn't be bot. Let's see if you're actually going to bot. Hope you go mid. Okay, go mid. It's not bad. Not bad. Then unfortunately you can't really be there in time. Guess what? You could have been there in time if you take the different pathing through mid like this and take it and you run. It's gonna be like 5 seconds earlier. Look at you. So you won't be there. You now you would be mid. Now you would actually walk. You would take the minions, and now you could be like there, like right there. So you can actually help them if you take the right pathing, because you are like 5 seconds later. Yeah. Do you see that?
Yeah.
They could have been there in time. Even 5 seconds, it can make a difference in this specific fight. Because you can see, like, this is unplayable. But it's unplayable because you got, like, late. Good damage. Yeah, I see. I think it's gonna be too much information if we keep going. Just so many things.
Okay.
So many things. Like look at this a little bit. This is like
I must say this is also a game I felt I actually played very bad. So
this is
it's
like
not
worse
like I
than
play
average.
every game like this, but yeah.
Like pay attention to this. Like look how much gold you have right now. There is no reason for you to recall right now. 650, right? But you need to like pay attention to your gold. Drake is up in 120, so you can stay. You have 870. Fiora pushes top, bot lane prio, so you can push mid easily. Jin recalled. So like now, since they recalled and you have top and bot push, you can push this. But you have 1000 gold and you have to be aware of it. Drake is up in 50 seconds. You couldn't get the tower right here. So like right now, you should recall. Because where is Jin right now? Well, he's coming. He's here or here or here. So you're never going to get this tower. 40 seconds Drake. You recall now and you get it in time or you don't. This right here, you push one more. It's very bad. You don't want to fight here. You don't want to stay. So now you should have just recalled 30 seconds of Drake. Do you see your gold?
Yeah.
You want to be able to stay for the Drake. Because look at the Elise and top position. They're still not pushing or making like, if Elise is there trying to fight, okay, maybe I would stay. But you still have time. Look at you right now. Look at you right now. Pay attention to you right now. Just recall. But now you can't anymore. Because Elise is fighting. There is no tempo. There is nothing. There is no sync with teammates. Then you're going bot lane. But you should just recall. Like, if they want to kill Timo, they can do it by themselves. You have 1.6k gold. You really need to reset. Like, look at you. So you have 2 kills right here. Don't have 2 kills actually. Because you're not using 1.7k gold. 2 kills is 600 gold. So if we deduct this, it's like 1.1k gold. And let's say you have 125 farm. So this is like 4 kills. So you don't have like 40 farm. So you know what is your KDA this fight? 0, 3, 6, 80 farm in 20 minutes. Why? Because you're not using the gold. You're behind and you're also not using the gold. 803 036 with 80 farm. And as you can see, your damage right here, there's nothing you can do. Let's see. Yeah, we need to clean the early game mistakes. These are like usually very easy to fix. How many videos did you watch from my content? Like if you have
Only
1, 2, 10.
Only the Vayne video.
The Vayne video, okay. So you basically been watching my content for like what, 1 week or something?
No, I watched some the videos, but that's the one that comes to mind. But that I watched that was actually yeah. There you're explaining the mechanics he needs to use on Vayne, you know.
I see.
It's with it's Vayne I don't know the chances against Alistar. I watched some other the Gumayushi video, like where you review how he plays with Ash. That one I watched. But that's a challenger elo, so
Yeah,
it's not applicable, but cool to see.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.